Hello and welcome. My name's Aerith, and this is my 5-week free-to-play roster. As you can see, I'm still farming as wide as I was last week. But one thing that I've accomplished, or two things I've accomplished, is 5-star R2-D2 and 7-star Emperor Palpatine. I will be able to get R2-D2 up to 7 stars soon, but Vader's not there, TIE Pilot's not there, Colonel Stark's not there, and I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna need to gear up Vader so that he can basically solo carry the R2 event. I will definitely gear up TIE Pilot because he's going to be needed at Relic 5 for Executor, so might as well gear him up as well. So maybe it'll be a duo of Vader and TIE Pilot, but we'll figure that out as it comes. Right now, the priority is still getting the Bo-Katan Mandalore characters. I find it really weird that Bo-Katan Mandalore doesn't need Bo-Katan Kryze, whereas like every other legendary has, if they have a past form of themselves, that is a requirement for that character. Like CLS is the common denominator example, right? You're gonna need in order to get like CLS, you need Farm Boy Luke. In order to get Jedi Knight Luke, you need CLS. In order to get Grandmaster Luke, you need Jedi Knight Luke, right? So it makes sense. Same with Rey, right? To get Galactic Legend Rey, you need Jedi Training, and then to get Jedi Training, you need Scavenger. So why is it that Bo-Katan is like, I need Relic 7, these characters, and then Keller and Beck instead of, past form of Bo-Katan. I understand it's for Grogu, but at the same time, like, shouldn't that be for like a Grogu legendary? I find it confusing. It doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, that rant, I'm done with that rant. Moving on. My Empires are all here. They're all pilots. So I'm thinking I'm going to go towards the Emperor Shuttle because Royal Guard, I haven't actually farmed for him, but he's already at like 4 or 5 stars. Might as well just finish him, get him to 7 stars, have him a pilot with Emperor Palpatine. Then it makes sense that I can gear them up. I'm going to focus definitely on Vader and TIE Fighter, but it makes sense because Tarkin is also a pilot for the Empire capital ship. Yeah, because even after you get Executor, you're using bounty hunters with them, not Empire. So that's something down the line that I might have to think about as well, but I think it's fun. I have also considered farming towards Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commander because they have that Starfighter Gauntlet, I think. For those of you that are more visual, it's this dagger. Gauntlet Starfighter. Well, I was close. I just had the words backwards. But they're both pilots. He's a Cantina farm, and this pilot is on the same node as the ship. So, maybe. These are all the priority, obviously. But having an Empire ship in the background as a secondary doesn't sound like a terrible idea to me. I'm in the wrong place. Next, bam, Beskar Armor Mando. He's a requirement from both Bo-Katan as well as Executor. I keep tripping over my words. No wonder nobody listens to me for more than 5 minutes. Anyway, so BAM is required for those 2 characters. And I'm making progress towards it. Grief will very likely be the first one to 7 stars. Mando will be second, and then I'm going to keep farming towards IG and Queel. Even after Queel is 7 stars, I'll keep farming him until TIE Bomber is completely farmed up, so Cara Dune is probably the one that's going to be slacking behind. But once she gets to 7 stars, I could probably leave her at low gear and just have like Mando and Grief just carry the hell out of that event. The Executor Hunter, the Executor Hunters are also well, he's not for the Executor, but like I mentioned earlier, pilot. He's on the same node as the Houndstooth, so kind of an Executor requirement. Since there's 5 of them there, that will help me to get through the Chewbacca event as well. These like 2 birds with 1 stone type of things is I'm loving them. So we got Empire, loving the voice crack. Just leave it there. Keep going. Empire, 2 birds. We got pilots as well as the R2 event. Bam is like Executor and Bo-Katan Mandalore. The Executor Bounty Hunters are also for Chewbacca. And then the Jedi, what was it? Why were the Jedi important? I know there was a reason that I was doing that. Okay, so Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon were for the assault battle. That's clear. Mace Windu, Ahsoka, and Jedi Knight Anakin are all pilots for the Galactic Republic. Mace Windu, his capital ship, doesn't really get used very often. So I don't know, maybe he's just going to be a really good tank that I'll use. Until I get General Kenobi. And then General Kenobi and the Negotiator will definitely replace Mace Windu. I think that's what I had in mind. Everybody's familiar with this team. And if you understand Heroes of Might and Magic references, upgrade of the imps are familiars. So that's my... Okay, that was really corny and really poorly presented. Anyway, I play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. The upgrade to the imps are familiars. Everybody's familiar with the familiars, so we're probably going to farm all of them. Admiral Piet is obviously the capital... Well, he's needed at Relic 8 for Executor because he's capital ship leader. Aside from that, just the really strong... This is the strongest common team of the imps, so I'll probably farm that really hard. Jedi Wave 2. We have Keller and Beck, who is a requirement for BAM. Or not BAM, BKM. I gotta find a way to say Bo-Katan Mandalore without saying that a million freaking times. Bo-Katan. Miss Mandalore. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Jolie and Bas Lashan are required for Revan. Obi-Wan is required for CLS, so he's not super powerful, so even though he's in Wave 2, he's just kind of sitting there. And then Hermit Yoda will be the one that I farm after Wampa. I don't know why or how I have 1 shard of Hermit Yoda, but I'm impressed with that. I don't know where it comes from. The Bugbears, if I'm going to be farming towards CLS, since I already have... I don't have R2, but I have the rest of the requirements for CLS completed. That is obviously something I'm going to farm towards. And in order to get the best CLS team, the best Commander Luke team, I'm going to need the Bugbears. The Ewoks are going to be really important to get C-3PO. And I already mentioned earlier here, the Executor Hunters are going to unlock Chewbacca. So I just need to farm Chewbacca on my own, as well as Han Solo. So I will farm Han Solo accordingly, depending on if I get to this point where the Jedi Wave 3 is needed first, then I'll farm Kenobi. But if the majority of the Luke team is coming together and Chewbacca here is the only one that I'm farming, then I might as well throw my shards into Han Solo. For now, my raid shards are going towards Logray and Elder, as well as Colonel Stark and Dengar. So Dengar is almost complete. One more purchase, 2 more purchases with him, 3 more purchases with Colonel Stark, and then we're basically just on the Ewoks. We'll figure out what I'm gonna do with that afterwards. And then again, 700s. I did take some time for theory crafting because I do have if you allow me to segue a little bit over. I have a lot of Mark III, which isn't, nope, wrong one. I have a lot of Mark III here. So I could go towards Razor Crest, but there are several places where I could be farming the Razor Crest, such as the Fleet Arena. Boom. It shows up here, as well as I think Galactic War occasionally gets the Razor Crest. So I don't know if I want to put that here. The other 2 characters that end up showing up in this one here are Commander Ahsoka and Maul. Now, since I mentioned earlier that I was actually thinking of farming towards Gar Saxon and Imperial Commander, because they're pilots to that Empire Gauntlet Starfighter, and I will eventually need to farm towards Canderous Ordo because I'm gonna want to go towards both Revans and get Malik as soon as possible. And then I'm already gonna be farming Django since he's gonna be on the same node as the Houndstooth. I could be throwing that currency towards Maul in order to unlock him as soon as possible so that I have Maldalorians. Now, for Conquest characters, I don't know if that's a team that's actually able to take on Galactic Legends, like I've seen is capable with Padme with Ahsoka team. So again, Kenobi, Ahsoka, and Anakin are all pilots for their ships, so going towards a negotiator just kind of makes sense. As well as Padme Amidala herself only needs Separatist. Again, I'm already going towards Django. He's very likely going to carry that event for me. So I can get Padme, and I keep voice cracking, but I could get Padme and have that as a team to counter to Galactic Legends. And then also what I'm noticing is in Conquest, the Conquest currency I've noticed a lot is for Queen Amidala. So I could farm towards Queen Amidala as quick as possible since I am farming towards Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan to get them up to relic levels. And then the eventual going after gas, I already have Master Yoda. He's only at 5 stars. But I'll already have Master Yoda at 7 stars. So half of that team, or 3/5 of that team, are already completed. So those are the 3 theory crafting teams that I could be going towards. I would like to know what you think. Assault battles, already went over this last week. Improving grounds, I also went over this last week. So this is where my roster is at. I was able to get 7-star Palpatine with one of the oddest teams ever, let's be honest. Rebels. I'd use the CLS team and a 7-star Akbar at level 1. 80, 80, 70, and 65. I used Old Ben here as the leader. Here are my mods. We got 8 speed, 5 speed, 8 speed, 9 speed, 8 speed, and 5 speed. Not phenomenal, but doing okay. I think this is the button. This is the special stuff. This is the stuff that I add with my mods. 44 speed. Nothing incredible. But I did max out a couple of abilities, I guess, with Omegas. I will definitely be playing the event. Again, to 7 stars, but I think I'll do an event frenzy, where I'll do 7-star Grandmaster Yoda, 7-star R2, and 7-star Palpatine. Because I have no intentions at this point of raising the level or gear of any of the requirements that I've used for R2-D2. Or sorry, for Emperor Palpatine. So I'll just replay that event, have it recorded, and once I get to R2-D2, then I'll have that one recorded as well as Grandmaster Yoda. Just waiting to 7-star some characters, and we're just gonna continue farming. I am farming one less character with energy due to the Mandalorian being able to be farmed with well, it's not available now, but the Mandalorian being available through Galactic War energy. Galactic War store purchase stuff. I get him here. Who to go after once I've completed him, I'm not exactly sure yet. We will make that decision down the road. Anyway, before I stall too much and get over like 15-20 minutes, which I'm already over 15 minutes, we will finish talking about Conquest, since there's only a few days left of it. I've gotten to Sector 4. Not quite halfway. 0 refreshes. I might make it to halfway. Well, I could probably get through Sector 4. I could see myself achieving this crate, maybe not this one. Anyway, for the first time roster on this one, it didn't look like it did too bad. Grand Arena for the first time on this roster is also going to be coming up. Okay, thanks. Cool. Interesting. I'm perplexed. None of them seem to be like ridiculously high. Fascinating. Very interesting. Cool. Where I'll face opponents. Sure. Okay, thanks. Yeah, my level 1 Phoenix. They did fantastic. Cool. My imps did a lot as well. Phenomenal. I don't think I have enough for 3 teams. And I should probably put my ships on defense for now. For now. I ain't getting through that. I might get through that. But I don't even have any Zetas applied. He has 1. He has 2. He might abuse me. Anyway. That's for another time. As of right now, that's it for my roster. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless. God bless.